Hey guys, just took a shower, nice and clean. And if you suddenly hear music in the background, that is my brother practicing viola. Anyway, I wanted to talk about men, but kind of from a more unique perspective as an asexual person who is also very straight. And actually, I feel like, everyone's on the spectrum. I've definitely had like a few little girl crushes, but all my big crushes have been guys, which is why I'm saying like, yeah, I'm like basically like 99% heterosexual, and I'm also asexual. And which makes me actually like romantic. I don't fucking know labels. Like labels kind of suck, but the point is like I don't have like sex drive, okay? I just don't feel like having sex. I don't feel like doing anything of that manner. And it also makes me feel uncomfortable, okay? This is just my preference. And I think like a lot of people say, oh, if you meet the one, then like you'll want to do the hinky dinky or whatnot with them. But that's not the case. I just am not interested in it, nor do I really think I ever will be. Anyway, aside from that fact, I am also 20 years old and I am in college. And I found that at this age, a lot of guys, like, I don't know if this is like because of like, our current internet era, but I feel like so many guys are just looking to fuck, and I'm just like, no, like, no. I am I'm honestly not looking to date to marry, okay? Like I used to be that kind of person who was like, oh, every person I date, I'm gonna marry. But honestly, I just want to have a fun time. But I guess a lot of people don't equate having a fun time, like they equate having a fun time with having sex or like hooking up or whatever. And like I honestly, like, I'm not this isn't to say like I haven't done anything like physically intimate. Like there's kind of some trauma there, but let's unpack that now. Yeah, so basically, um the whole thing with like dating right now is so weird for me because I number one, I feel like I I'm having a harder time opening up to people, and I don't know if it's because like of me or because of the people I'm talking to. Maybe they're just not interested in me. Maybe I'm not giving enough signs that I'm interested. But also, I think it's more having to do with me because I feel like I'm giving signs that I'm not interested because I'm scared that if I do give signs that I'm interested, they're going to start treating me as a lustful object. Does this make sense? I think a lot of this stems from this fear, okay? Um, I just have this fear because it happened with my ex when we started, I guess, talking. It was like okay, it was fine, but it progressively got like weirder and weirder. He would always make like weird like comments about my body or just like weird like sexual jokes, and I'm just like, we're not even dating. Like, is this like your way of flirting? Like, I don't really know. So I kind of like looked over it, whatever. But once we did start dating, um, it was automatically like a weekend. I was like, I can't see a future with this guy because he was looking like dumb as shit. Sorry if you're my ex and you're watching this. Like, yeah, I don't know. You need to learn how to use proper grammar. And second of all, I just felt uncomfortable because it felt very lustful. It felt like he only liked me as an object, as like a girlfriend, than actually me, which is interesting. And I don't know. He insisted that he liked me, which might have been true, but the point is like he did treat me a little odd, and I felt pressured to do a lot of things I really didn't want to do. And I think like that experience was traumatizing enough where now I'm like, I don't want a repeat of that. Like, I just don't want a repeat of that, so I don't really want to try anymore, blah, blah, blah. But, like, that could be part of it. I think another part is just, like, at this point in life, you know, we're not freshmen in college anymore. We're not, like, eager to meet new people, and I feel like people are just not as willing to talk, which is, like, whatever. Like, I get it, but it makes me wonder, like, at this point, like, what am I supposed to do? I actually got Hinge for a day, and then I deleted it because I got bored. And also, like, all these guys who are, like, swiping right on me or whatever, liking my posts, whatever, they were low-key chopped. And I feel like if I met them in person, maybe it would have been different, but that's when I'm, like, realizing, like, everything online is so fake that I think dating apps are just not my thing. And that's whatever. Like, I know it is some people's thing. Like, my cousin, he's, like, 20, he's pushing 20. Oh, my God, he's, like, literally pushing 30, bro. He's 28. But he was dating this girl for, like, 3 years, and he met her on Hinge. And he actually brought her to Thanksgiving this weekend. I met her for the first time, which was whack. But anyway, yeah. So I'm talking about all this because I am currently, I got my eyes set on a boy, who I'm, like, secretly concerned that my best friend is also trying to pursue. But I don't know for sure. I just have, like, a weird feeling about it, and I'm honestly not emotionally invested in this guy enough to care. Like, I would definitely just let my best friend pursue him, but, like, I kind of wish he told me. But also, I'm not telling her about this. I'm not telling anyone about this. The only person I told was my 15-year-old brother, who is low-key irrelevant to everything. So, but yeah, and the only reason I told him was because, like, he recently, this is a one-point BL right now, but he was, like, kind of talking to this girl. I don't really know. He rejected her like 4 times, but he said he likes her, and he was just scared. He was scared of her low-key, so that's why he said no. And I was like, bro, meet your fumble. Like, she's low-key baddie too. Anyway, yeah, that's why I was, like, thinking about this guy. And I also just think, like, I don't want to get emotionally invested in him because he's in, like, one of the clubs that I'm in at college, which means, like, yeah, then this, like, club is pretty big. It's pretty big, and it kind of reminds me of my old friend group who I mentioned in my previous videos, but I'm not really friends with them anymore. But they were also a pretty big friend group, and I was in a situationship with one of the guys in that friend group, and I mean, it was a while ago, so it's like water under the bridge, but it did happen, and it kind of reminds me, wait, no, wrong guy. Yeah, I was in a situationship with one guy there, but the guy I was thinking about was actually another guy I started liking earlier this year in my friend group, and different guy. Oh my God, I sound like I'm a homie hopper. I swear I'm not. Sometimes, like, I think my brain just likes having someone to like. And so, like, whoever was super nice to me and I found attractive, like, I just low-key like them. Anyway, whatever. The point is, like, this situation reminds me a lot of that situation because, like, and that makes me scared because I was so emotionally invested in this guy that I liked earlier this year. And it, like, low-key drove me insane. And I don't want that to happen again. You know, people always say, like, have you ever seen that video that's, like, having a crush is just a lack of information? I feel like that's not really true, but it is true right now. See, the thing with, like, the guy in my friend group is that we were literally friends for a few years. And so I knew this guy pretty well. He wasn't a stranger to me, and I knew basically everything I needed to know about him. But this new guy, like, it's a very standard crush, which is weird because I don't know. I just haven't had like this kind of crush in a while, and I would even hesitate to call it a crush because like I just merely find him. I find him attractive and I'm curious about him, you know. And then that also leads to the question of like, should I ask him out? How do you get close with people? How do you get close to like people you're romantically interested in without making it weird or like trapping them in or scaring them off or I don't know, but also like not yet romantically pursuing them? Like, I just want to get to know this guy, but also because like I only see him in a group setting, I don't really get to know him like that. So I want to have like a more intimate convo, but just as friends for now. Does this make sense, or is this just like an asexual like dilemma? I don't know. Also, I'm like low-key insecure, and I think I am a little chopped for him. Wow, I cannot believe I am putting myself below man, but he is low-key a little out of my league, and so, like, just in my opinion, like, I say this, but like, I don't think he's even had a girlfriend. I kind of want to ask if he's ever had a girlfriend, but I feel like that's not something you ask people that you're romantically interested in. Like, I don't really know. Oh my god, honestly, for someone who's actually had romantic experience, I don't know shit, bro. Like, I really don't know shit. You know, people are like, oh, like, I always want to have like, I wish I had like something in college or like high school so that I know how to like deal with things in the future. Like, I still don't fucking know what I'm doing, bro. Like, I really don't know. And I'm at this grown age. To be fair, I didn't have anything in high school. And the only two relationships I've had were both very short. The first one, I really hesitate to even call a relationship because it was like 5 days long. And to be fair, like, that was my situationship, by the way. Like, to be fair, the situationship was like 6-7 months. Yeah, something like that. But my relationship was 2 months long, and it was not it. But yeah, I don't know anything. All I know is that I was lucky the one who made all of that happen. Like, I made the first move. I was the one who asked them out. Like, I was the one who confessed. I did everything, except I can't find the courage to do that again, and I don't know how I did it before, and I don't know why it's different, and I don't know if it's because it's traumatizing. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm asexual. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Also, like, okay, yeah, like, I am scared that he's not gonna say yes. Like, obviously, I'm scared of rejection. Like, who wouldn't be scared of rejection? Rejection, like, no one likes rejection. Okay, like, let's be fair on that one. Everyone's like, oh, rejection is redirection, or like, oh, rejection is like, rejection is something you learn from, but no one actually likes it. You know what I mean? Like, no one likes it. Everyone likes success. Everyone likes success. But besides that, like, I feel like there are a lot of external factors at play here. So I don't know what to do. Like, what am I supposed to do? And also, how do you know if a guy is worth pursuing at all? How do you just know? Like, oh my god, like, you... Because if I'm not in a position right now to really invest time and energy into someone who's not worth it. And also, I don't want to repeat on my ex. So, my question is, like, is this guy really worth it? And I also don't want this to be a repeat of my crush earlier this year, because I put a lot of time and energy into trying to get him to like me back, and it didn't work. And some part of me wonders, like, if I should have been more forward with it. Like, is that the solution? Like, just straight up being like, hey, I think you're cute. Like, I like you. Go out with me, please. But no, that's like trapping them in. I don't know. Like, do you know what I mean? I feel like with my ex, it was like very natural. Like, it just kind of happened. We were talking about how I was talking about how I like poke, and then he was like, let's go get poke. And that's what happened. And I didn't even really know if it was a date or not, but I guess it was a date and whatnot. But anyways, I'm gonna kill myself. Like, just thinking about it makes me want to barf. Because I actually can't stand it right now. But anyway, I don't know what to do. Because I don't know this guy. This is why group settings, like, people you meet in group settings are always the hardest people to meet. Because why? Just how do you reach people in a group setting? Wait, how did I do it with my situationship? Okay, look, I was like super bold with my situationship, and also like the difference is that this is not a friend group. Like, even though it's a very like social club, it's still a club regardless, and I am a very new member in this club, but he is more of a well-established member who's been there for a while, and he's very much closer with everyone else in the club. And so like it's, oh my god, so many weird dynamics. The point is, like, as a low-key traumatized, slightly insecure and asexual girl, how do I approach a guy that I only really talk to in group settings? Also, he doesn't really like seem interested in me. Like, how do I get him interested? And how do I get to know him more? Like, why is this like mental gymnastics? Bro, like, honestly, if it was up to me, I would just straight up ask him out, low-key. I would just be like, hey, I'm doing this on Friday. Do you want to come with? Question mark. Oh my god, that's so awkward. I'm not doing that. I don't know, guys. Like, let me know, because I don't know. I'll probably be back with another video about those.